Hey guys, I feel like I haven't vlogged in forever. It has been, I don't know, probably a little over a week since I've vlogged, but it has been crazy. This past week we started sleep training with Selah, and I started a new diet, trying to kickstart my weight loss again, because I kind of was at a plateau for a little while, so I just have not been with it. So today we are on day 3 of sleep training Selah, and it's going pretty good. We're just working on her naps right now. She's still sleeping with me at night, and there she is right there. See, I just woke up. I'm just trying to do better at getting her on a little bit better schedule so that she sleeps better, and I kind of know what's going on, because before I didn't ever have a schedule, so every time she got fussy I didn't know, well, is it her diaper? Is she sleepy? Is she hungry? Because I didn't keep up with the time. I just always fed her. So now we do eat, play, sleep. So she'll eat as soon as she wakes up, and then I'll play with her. We'll play with her toys, do tummy time, whatever for that. Usually it's about 45 minutes to an hour after she eats, before she's ready for a nap. So then she gets kind of fussy, and I start reading the signs, and then I'll change her diaper, get her comfy, and then put her to sleep. So it seems to be doing a little bit better. She's waking up a lot happier. And I'm on day 3 of my diet, so my brain is less and less of a fog as well. Bless you. Bless you. Hi. Hi. You saying hi? You saying hi? I was actually able to clip her fingernails while she was asleep today, so got another thing done. But I am about to go outside and work out because it feels amazing out today. We already went for a little walk this morning, and she ended up falling asleep in the stroller, so it was great, and it feels amazing outside. So I'm going to take advantage of this and go outside. We had to have a little wardrobe change. This has been the 3rd one today. Are you in your swing? Are you not liking your swing? No? I don't think she's liking her swing very much. I've tried this thing so many times, and it just never works out. So I don't know. Mason, come here, bud. We're gonna try to work out. Selah is not gonna let me work out today, so we're just chilling. We're just chilling. Some days I get a good workout, some days I don't, but take what you can get. I'll probably wait till she takes her next nap and then do some stretches. So I know that it's hard being a fit mom, and some of these women that look fantastic, like with abs and stuff like that, like I don't see how they do it. I'm sure they have to have help. I mean, unless they have like the perfect baby that just lets them do whatever. But see, she was getting fussy. So it's pretty humid outside, and I got pretty sweaty just doing what little I got to do. But you're okay. So I'm really focused on my diet right now, mainly, because that's something that I can control and I can work on. And I know that I can't work on my fitness as hard and as dedicated as I would like, but I'll get it back in time. She's not going to be little for long, so I'm not too worried about that. But as long as I can work on my nutrition and stuff, then I feel like I'm heading in the right direction. It is so hot in here. It is 72 degrees in my house. Okay. I went ahead and stripped her down to just her onesie, but the air set on 75, so it's not going to come on until it's 75, but gosh, we never, like, Tennessee is either like hot or freezing, and we never get like that in between where we don't have to turn the air conditioner on or we don't have to turn the heat on. Are you getting sleepy? Yeah. You're okay. So I really just want to have the windows open and the air blowing through, and just I wish it wouldn't like have like a really nice feeling temperature and just stay that way. But so, funny story. Yesterday I left. Hold on, I gotta fix my hair. Wind's blowing. Yesterday I left the windows open when I went to run some errands, and I left Mason here. And Brian came home for lunch and thought that I had taken Mason with me, and realized that he was in our bedroom and the wind had blown the door shut, so he was like frantic, didn't know what was going on, scared him to death. But oh my gosh, I laughed so hard. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to put her down for her nap. So I want to talk a little bit about this new diet that I'm on. I'm doing, probably a lot of you have heard of the keto diet. So I did that last year and I really just didn't feel good on it. But I was eating a lot of dairy on it, because pretty much the keto diet is a high fat, low carb diet. So when I did it, I didn't eat any vegetables hardly, and I ate a lot of dairy. So I just felt bloated all the time, and so I quit that diet and pretty much just ate organic and stuff like that. Well, since I am breastfeeding and I've kind of hit a plateau, I really wanted to do something that I could keep my calories pretty much where they are, but still lose some weight. So I decided to go back on the keto, but we've modified it just a little bit. We're doing 1 day of low carbs and 1 day of high carbs. So pretty much carb cycling with keto. So, but I've also incorporated a little bit of paleo, which is pretty much how they used to eat and stuff. And I don't know, you guys can look it up online. So I don't do dairy because paleo's no dairy. And I make sure that I have lots of vegetables, because it's hard to get a whole lot of carbs with vegetables. So 1 day of high carbs with lots of vegetables, and then I'll usually eat some like grains, which is not supposed to be on the paleo, but I had to do something to get a few more high carbs. And then on the day that I'm doing low carb, I'm doing lots and lots of fat. So coconut oil, nuts, seeds, MCT oil, stuff like that. So Monday and yesterday, I was so tired. And I'm not sure if it's because I started sleep training with Selah on Monday and I'm just like mentally exhausted, or if it's the diet, or if a combination of both. But today I feel so much better. I went to bed a lot earlier last night too, but as far as sleep training with Selah, we are just working on her naps right now, and I really wanted her to get used to her crib and making sure that she is sleeping in it and getting used to that. So Monday was kind of hard. What I do is I let her tell me when she's getting tired. So we've ate, we've played, and then after we've played for a while and she starts getting fussy, rubbing at her eyes are getting red, I know she's getting sleepy. So I bought the Velcro swaddle, because when I swaddle her, she breaks out of it all the time. So when she starts telling me she's getting sleepy, I will swaddle her up in that and make sure she's nice and comfy, and I bounce her and shush her until she's almost asleep, but not all the way asleep, and then I lay her down in her crib. And she wakes up every time and she starts crying. But I walk out, I tell her I love her, and I kiss her, and I rub her forehead, and I say, you know, Mommy loves you, and it's time for sleep. So, and then I walk out of the room, and then I look at the clock, and I wait 5 minutes. And if she's not asleep within those 5 minutes, then I go back in there, and I do the whole thing again. Just bouncing her, shushing her, wait until she's almost asleep, and then lay her down. So Monday, it took me 3 times of that to get her to fall asleep on the first try. The second time, it took her 2 minutes to fall asleep, and the third time, it took her 2 minutes to fall asleep. And almost every time except for bedtime Monday night, it's taking her less than 2 minutes to fall asleep. So I wasn't wanting to let her cry it out, but she sleeps better in there. She sleeps longer. I disturb her when she's in my arms, like if I move or cough or sneeze or anything like that, it jerks her awake, and I feel like she's sleeping sounder in there. So I don't know, it's really hard, but I mean, she's still in the bed with me right now, and I eventually want to get her out, so I figured it would be best to start her sleep training on her naps in her crib, so that she is used to her crib and she knows that that's where she sleeps. So when I do transition her out of my bed, hopefully it will be a little bit easier transition. So I don't know. I don't know why I chose to do a new diet and sleep training in the same week, but that's me. So go big or go home. Somebody keeps shooting a gun, and Mason is terrified. So he keeps running back and forth to the doors and like cowering. You're okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. I never know whether to call the police or if somebody's hunting or they are practicing shooting. So I'm sorry if somebody was in real danger, because we hear gunshots all the time around here. It scares our dog. Poor guy. So this is what I'm having for lunch today. It is a taco, kind of like a taco salad. Normally I would have avocado, but we're out, so I substituted some almonds. So this meal has 47 grams of fat, 7 carbs, and about 30 grams of protein in it. So it's definitely low carb. And I will also eat a couple of fat bombs that I've made, which I love. They taste like sugar cookie dough to me. So they're sweetened with stevia and xylitol, so they're really low carb too. So this is what I'm having for lunch today. These are my fat bombs, and they kind of look like cookies, but I'll leave them in the freezer because I like them cold. But they have macadamia nuts, coconut oil. The recipe calls for butter or more coconut oil. I used ghee because it doesn't have, I don't think it has any lactose in it, so I want to be able to eat it while I'm breastfeeding. Selah doesn't do very good with dairy, so stevia, it has stevia in it, and I put xylitol in it for a sweetener, and then some vanilla. So I think it tastes like a cookie or cookie dough. So I really enjoy those. And those are 14 grams of fat per cookie little thing. And then I think it's like 1 gram of carb. So somebody just woke up from their nap. Are you still a little tired? Huh? Are you still a little sleepy? Look at that pretty baby. Isn't she pretty? You ready to get some pop-pies? You ready to eat? Yeah. That was a good nap. Yeah. I just let Brian put Selah down for a nap because I have to go to the chiropractor, and I just wanted to see, I wanted him to know our routine, so if he had to put her down, she would go down with him too, and she did better for him than she does for me. Like, he says she's been trained well, but he laid her down, he went through the whole routine, turned her fan on, shushed her, you know, bounced her a little bit. He laid her down, like she fussed for like 2 seconds, and then we walked out of the room, and I mean, she was asleep within 2 minutes, and she didn't even cry like the whole time, so she was just kind of like little bursts of tired cries. So I was like, gosh, you just need to do this all the time. But so I'm on my way to the chiropractor. I am now, I'll roll these windows up. I am now going to the chiropractor twice a week because I was so messed up with my hips. So I'm anxious to get that back properly because I'm just ready to get back to the fitness level that I was at. And not necessarily like the way I looked, although that would be nice too, but just the activity level that I was at. So in October there is a CrossFit competition in Knoxville that I would like to be a part of. So, but right now I can't run, I can't jump, so a lot of that stuff that they do involves that kind of stuff. So if I can't do that by July, then I just don't feel like I would have enough time to compete in that, or train for that to compete. So I'm hoping that going twice a week will help get me back in line and back to my old self again a lot sooner. So we'll see. Somebody woke up like 30 minutes after she went down for a nap. So Brian had to give her a bottle. He gave her 2 ounces, and then I finally got home and I finished her off, and now she's chewing on her fingers.
Look, I was left upstream without a paddle. It was having flashbacks of Nam. It was terrible.
You're
It's like
so wrong.
having PTSD all over again.
Oh my goodness. But she has found her fingers and she chews on them all the time. And I think she might be teething. She drools and she chews on her hands. So I'm going to have to get her a amber teething necklace. So this is what I'm having for my third meal today. It's 4 ounces of ground beef. Then we have some mushrooms. Some coconut oil to cook my zucchini in. And then some spinach. And some tomatoes. And then I'll top everything off with some liquid aminos. Which I'll show you guys what liquid aminos are. Everybody always asks me this. So that's liquid aminos. And it doesn't have any calories. It doesn't have any calories, and it's pretty much like soy sauce.
Just better. No MSG.
Yeah, no bad things for you, but you're also getting amino acids from it, which helps your muscles repair. Did I get that right? Sort of. I mean, it's the building blocks of your protein.
That's fine. You can say that.
But it adds great flavor to your food and has less sodium in it than soy sauce, and it's a much better natural food enhancer. So I love to cook my mushrooms in that and spray. Pretty much I'll just spray everything on there. The one that we got comes in a spray, and there's some that just come like you can pour it out like you would soy sauce. So at my chiropractor appointment, she told me that I am holding up. My adjustments are holding up a lot better, so I'm happy about that. So I guess we are making some progress, and hopefully I'll be back to normal soon. I don't know how much longer it's going to take, but I still have to go 2 times a week right now. So, are you chewing on Mommy's arm? Are you chewing on Mommy's arm? You're so sweet. Yes, you are. Oh, gosh. This is what it looks like finished. Look at those pretty colors. Oh, what? My goodness.
What was that? What's that about, baby?
Hi, doggy.
Hi, doggy boy. Hi there. What are you doing?
She really has grown. You can tell by her head. Like, it's gotten bigger.
No hands. Whoa.
Brian. She's standing up.
Pretty much.
You ready to go to choir? You ready to go sing in the choir? Sleep on the way to church? Yeah? Yeah. I think that's where you're headed. We are home. We had a good night tonight at church, and Selah ended up crying, so I got in the back of her on the way home, but she's pretty good now. so sweet. But thank you guys for watching another vlog of mine. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I'm still shooting for the goal of 1,000 subscribers. So hit that red button if you haven't already. Don't forget, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.